Hey Libra. The Ivy Phoenix, welcome back to my channel. To all of my previous subscribers of the Fire family, and hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time venturing over into this world. Libras, wow, did y'all show some love last month, huh? For real. For real. So, tail end of June, going to be doing things a little bit differently. We're going to be doing a recap. So, I'm not breaking it out by week. Of course, I'm not, well, not of course, but as I have previously done, I'm not calling out signs. I'm not doing reversals. Cool. A few suggestions. One, of course, you know how to get a hold of me. All the information is going to be down in the description box below. Facebook, Instagram, Instant Go, book readings with me, healing services. I run the gambit. Just reach out to me for what you feel that you need. But I want to give some suggestions on what I feel is going to be important on my channel for my videos for the next few months. Please get to know your natal chart. There are tons of resources out there, but there are 3 reasons as to why. One, I really feel like because of retrograde season, it is important to know that the moment that you were born, if you're, or any of the planets that are currently retrograde, that's Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Mars is going to be following suit. We will have Mercury going retrograde at the end of July. If any of those planets are already retrograde in your chart, because you will be able to capitalize on the energy differently. It's going to be more of a positive return versus a review period. It's reviewing for everybody, but just get to know which planets they are. I was born with 2 planets retrograde, so it's more of a, I feel like, abundance. There's just another way that you're able to use that energy. Secondly, I feel that understanding what sign is, or which planets are in what sign is going to help you understand where it's falling in your houses, which areas you are definitely going to be impacted with during this season. And last but not least, I really feel like just as we are very accustomed to what our sun signs are, that is, you know, our personality, that is where we get our energy from, the sun. But I want all of us to also be aware of the rising and ascendant signs of our rising and ascendant sign are typically interchangeable in our charts because of retrograde season. And I'm more so using this as a forewarning because of Mars and Mercury. The way that we come off to some people, I would rather myself, family, you all be prepared to understand your reactions and maybe why you're getting certain reactions from other people. So I just feel like it would be better to be prepared on the front end than having to clean up a lot of mess when retrograde season is over. So let's get into the reading. My Libras, what's been up with you in June? Thank you to everybody that's checked up on me. I've had other priorities. I had a very big family emergency that I'm still dealing with, but I have a little bit more room to breathe right now. All of my clients, you all have gotten your readings as promised, but I just have had ascension symptoms going on as well. Changes in my twin flame relationship. So yeah, just have had to push YouTube videos to the back burner. And it's also been an energetic thing. Like I literally would be like, okay, you know, body, soul, what's up with you today? What do you want to what do you want to do? And this has actually been the first day where I feel like I was able to show up in the way that I needed to for this. Okay. I am moving Major Arcana up to the top of the setup arrangement because I feel like that is the energy that is taking place presently. So we have the Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Here, major arcana so far is the Emperor. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the World and the Tower. 2, please. 1, Knight of Cups. And the Four of Wands. What's at the bottom? We have the Nine of Swords. Now, for me, bottom of the deck energy is where divine wants you to be when all of this energy has played out, when it is all said and done. But the Nine of Swords energy isn't something that you exactly want to say. That's what I aspire. That's the energy I aspire to take on. No. This is something that you want to get out of. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer there because I feel like I'm feeling that it's more of a sign that Libras, you are very close. Very close. The Libras that I'm talking to in this video, you're very close to ending a cycle of mental anguish. Okay, so Six of Wands. Phone is blowing up. Seven of Swords. Five of Cups. Eight of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Four of Wands. Major Arcana. The Emperor. The World, like I said, the End, and the Tower. I'm going to put the Tower in the middle. So, the Libras that I'm speaking to right now. So none of my videos have necessarily called out specific love or life or job, money, nothing like that. It seems to be very general. And I guess maybe because this isn't so much of a prediction of where the energy could go, this is a recap. This is what has already transpired or is currently in the midst of doing so. And now it makes sense. Like I do incense pretty much in all of my videos because I love the smells. And I am drawn to certain ones for certain reasons. Now, typically they last maybe a video or two, and then I have to put up a new one. And the one that I used for the beginning videos was uplifting and invigorating. And for you all, I used Night Queen, aphrodisiac, sensual, uplifting. And with this Nine of Swords at the bottom and the and the Major Arcana that has come out, it's starting to make a little bit of sense. So I am feeling this. Like I said, Libras, you are coming to the end of something. Something that you are... So I'm not sensing that this Emperor card is somebody who wants to take control. I feel like you're being called to control your own life. This Tower moment. I just feel like it's going to be a shakeup in July. I want to say between the next 4 to 7 weeks. July may be a very crucial month. And then we have the World, the ending of a cycle. 4 and 7 is also 11. I don't know if maybe this has been something that has been... Okay, so... The eclipse from last year. So this may be you have done I was going to say you've done the necessary work, but it's more of like the karma that presented itself during the eclipse last year. I feel like there were major shakeups for everybody, whether that was new beginnings, whether it was impromptu endings. Something happened with that eclipse. I believe it was August 22nd of 2017. And I can resonate with this. Because about 4 weeks later, I said 4 to 7 weeks, right? 4 weeks later, I had a huge change within my life. I had a huge change in my life. And I feel like this is the end of that. So there was some type of commitment that was presented. Perhaps you didn't take it, Libra. Perhaps you were offering it and it wasn't taken because of energies like this. Somebody is crying over something that they don't have anymore, that maybe they could never attain. It wasn't meant for them. There were sneaky ways of getting to it, of having it, keeping it, whatever. And something rushed straight in, vibes, communications, messages, things of that nature. I also feel like this 8 of rods is a sense of letting go. Like these are the rods that potentially you are throwing away because you know that it's the end. It was the end. So you decided to buckle down and focus on yourself, to focus on new skills, new work, new whatever. And now we have something representing itself, another offer coming in of love, a message of some sort of love, and it's definitely going to be around home life, marriage, commitment. So how interesting is that, that the issue started with commitment and now it's ending with commitment. So that's why I feel like this isn't necessarily about something that you're trying to control. You've let it go. You've let it go, or you know that you've been prompted to let it go. You've been prompted to detach. You've been prompted to move forward. So this is more of you becoming, you know, in your own power, bossing up, ruling over your own life and doing it well, doing it on your own. And then here we have the Tower, where I just feel like it's going to be a shakeup. I'm not feeling that it's anything bad. I don't know. But I want to say maybe it's not going to be as bad as last year. Or maybe last year's ending, beginnings, whatever took place, it's not something negative to look at. Because if it didn't happen, you would not be where you are today. But the ending is here. You are almost at the end of the cycle. You don't need to worry about this. It is not in your control in any way, shape, or form. I don't even want to say that you don't have to do anything. You still need to move forward. You still need to do what's necessary for yourself. You need to still show up for your own life, all of that. But you don't need to worry about this. I feel like divine is backing you. Divine is backing everybody. Everybody. We are all being called to deal with our ish. We are all being called to show up, because what is happening in the world right now is going to require that we are all our best selves, that we are truly aligned as much as possible with our higher selves at that. Okay, so what do you want Libra to know from a spiritual message standpoint? And you're another sign where I'm being called to pull 2. Shut the front door. Synchronicity. I feel like synchronicities have been running rampant for everybody. We just may not have been listening, paying attention. Sitting there saying, I don't have time for that. Get it out of my face. Stop. But it won't. It won't. I'm sorry, not sacral chakra. Solar plexus, third chakra. Ooh, and even under that we have blue. We have something. Ooh, we had heart. Reach out. Ooh. I'm not gonna read that one. That one touches me there. Heart chakra. Under that it's blue. Give back. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. Yeah, I'll save my personal opinions about that for another video. New beginnings. Solar plexus. It's where we create. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have faith, have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a different direction. Then this is kind of a mix to me between red and orange, just the way that it's shaded, but love. So mix of root and sacral chakra first and second. Love. Libras, y'all know how to do it, don't you? Love is the foundation of your existence. It is. We rule the 7th house of relationships, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels you through life. I wrote about this in my journal the other day, and actually, I felt very compelled to write it this morning on my personal Facebook, and I shared some snippets of it. Actually, did I put it on the Ivy Phoenix's Instagram page? I don't remember. But I might share it with you all. If I haven't, I'll go check after all this is said and done. I was called to write a very profound message this morning about not only my faith, what keeps me grounded, how I literally now pray and meditate every day. And I mean, I've done that for a long time, but it's backed by something different now, where it's literally like breathing for me. And when I worry, I turn to prayer first. I'm not quick to go and talk to people like I used to try and make sense of it all. Like, I trust myself. I trust what I'm hearing and getting back from messages as well. And my life has just changed. My mentality has changed. There's this profound sense of peace, and I've known and felt that something is coming. And I mean, I'm actually going to be going on a fast come the 1st of July. I don't know exactly what I'm fasting from. Some of me has said social media, but I do want to continue to deliver on my promises from a business standpoint, my Wisdom Wednesdays, and videos and things like that as well, because I will be doing it for 21 days. I will be doing it until a very monumental moment come July 23rd. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be fasting on yet, but I want to add it to my prayer life. And I'm just sharing this with you all. I don't knock anybody for what you believe in, to each its own, but I know what works for me. I know what keeps me aligned, solid. But I know that there's going to be a huge shift in my life, in people around me's lives, in the world. And I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, but it's coming. And Libras, I think that in this season, you're equipped for it. I feel like now is the time for you to be honest. Write it out, what it is that you want to attract, what you are. And I mean, it's full moon season, so it's all about a time for releasing, but with releasing comes new beginnings. And the fact that this is the full moon in Capricorn that's coming up, and we've had the new moon, which was the first new moon of the entire 2018 calendar year, it's a review period. We are officially 6 months into the year and able to review how far we've come and what changes we are able to make. You've done a lot, even just within this month. But don't sit back and rest on your laurels yet. It's still time to keep fighting, keep pushing, keep it moving. All right, Libras? So I hope this recap resonates. I love you all so, so much. Sending you love and light. And until next time, be blessed.